stopped recording. I have not yet recorded that other recording. Yeah, some portion is missed. Anyway, I'll repeat those few words. What is? I'll just repeat it for sake of recording. Okay, have patience with me. I repeat these words just for sake of recording because I have not yet started that other one. So somebody asked me, I want to listen to Manu Smriti. Because why Brahmanas, Hindus in general and Brahmanas particularly? Because Brahmanas happen to be the leaders. Leaders means religious leaders, spiritual leaders, cultural religious leaders. So they happen to be gurus. Cultural leader means, religious leader means gurus only. They happen to be acharyas. Acharyas, gurus of Hinduism and Hindu society. So why we are demonized day in and day out, everywhere? Have we committed, is there any crime in our Vedas, in Shastras, in Manu Smriti, Purana, in our behavior, in our thinking, such a big crime, unbearable crime? If you look at it, there is nothing, there is no cases of torturing, exploiting, killing, murdering, bloodthirsty. Such events never existed in Hindu society, and that too never did by Brahmanas. In fact, Brahmanas also suffered many areas. But why demonized? We are unable to understand. People are, Hindus, particularly Brahmins, have started introspecting. Have we committed such a crime? Manu Smriti, what is there in Manu Smriti? Is there such a crime like that? Bible Quran says that go and kill the kafir wherever you find. Does he say that go and kill kafir wherever you find? Do you find such? If you don't find, then why? Probably it must be there in Manu Smriti. You read first. Without reading, don't do that. It's available translation. Simple translations are available these days. I myself have got, I think, 10 books of Manu Smriti with me. In English, Hindi, Telugu, Kannada, Marathi, in all languages I have got here. I have got in all languages Manu Smriti. Hindi, English, Sanskrit, Telugu, Kannada, like this many languages I have got. I think 10 different versions, different translations, commentaries. I have got 10 or even more than 10. Manu Smritis I have got. So people think that what is there in it? Is there something serious? But mullahs have killed all over the world. Even now in England, what they are doing? Raping, gang rape. Openly go and house to house they go and gang rape. In England they are doing. In France they are doing. Everywhere these so-called migrants are even this. In Bangladesh happening. Kashmir happened. But still they are not demonized. No TV says that. No YouTube covers it. Even courts only blame us. Supreme Court also blames only Hindus. Hinduism alone. Ambedkar, etc. So people are worried. Where is it? We are feeling guilty for no reason. What is that evidence? It is only a propaganda is the evidence. They decide it is a narrative that is the evidence. What have we done? If there are, of course, we are human society, we also must have committed and we have got our own mistakes. But not so big as they have got it. But we are demonized more than anybody on the earth. More than anybody on the earth. Why? So we are introspecting, we find nothing. Try to look our Shastras, there is nothing. There are simple rules and regulations that you follow. Brahmanas are ritualistic people. They follow rituals. Keep a distance because that is a simple ritual purity. But where is that? Where is that like going and hunting them, hunting and killing them is there? Have Brahmanas hunted the people and killed them? They lived in their own agraharas. They lived in their own houses separately. They followed their own ritual purity. They didn't allow them at their home. They didn't allow. Only certain people with certain restrictions, certain ritual, whichever their ritual purity allowed, they followed it. But in caring the people, giving clothes, food and taking care of them, giving medicines, advices, giving teaching to them like moral and ritual, moral and then Shraddha, Bhakti, teaching about God and etc. These things they have been doing to everybody, every caste. Only they advised that Swadharma. follow your dharma, means the work is divided between the people, and stick to your dharma. Let everybody stick to dharma. What we find is swadharma is emphasized. People are divided into various castes. Caste is not our word. Various jatis, various professions, varnas, varna, profession, varna, jati, or vritti. Let us say three. These are all difficult to classify. Therefore, let us use the three words together. Because caste is one word, therefore it is easy to use. I have been using. If we want us to use our own word, those words do not give a comprehensive view, like varna, jati, and vritti. Then I have to use hereafter three words. If you don't like, some people, when I use the word caste, immediately they react, no, there is no caste in India. Caste is a European word, and they jump to me, and repeatedly they give message to on my Facebook. So it's very difficult when I'm speaking English. The word has become popular. So when the caste word is popular in Indian society, we take it in our sense, in the sense of varna. Brahmana caste, when we say Brahmana varna, we mean Kshatriya varna. Kshatriya caste means Kshatriya varna. When we use the word caste, we use in the sense of varna, we use in the sense of profession, we use in the sense of jati. All the three, varna, jati, vritti. So when the word caste is used in Indian context, we take it in Hindu sense. The meaning in Europe might be different. It is different. It is different. But still we use it in our sense. No, Hindus have, some people have no patience. And they say, no, don't use the word caste. Caste is not our word. Don't use it. Then what? If we say varna, varnas don't cover, because within Shudra there are many castes. What do you say about it? Shudra is a one broad varna. But within that many castes, how do you say? So there are professions, there are jatis. So it is, some people still stick to the jati vritti. Some people slightly changed the different vritti. Varnas also have been little fluctuating. So it is very difficult to use a word which is comprehensively expresses the present society. There is it is difficult to find a word which comprehensively expresses all our these three, varna, jati, vritti. Okay, varna, jati, vritti. So people are wondering, what is it? This varna, jati, vritti, they only told we have got our own jati, varna, vritti, and stick to them, and do sincerely follow. Sincerely follow with shraddha and bhakti. That is your sadhana, that is your aradhana. This is what has been emphasizing, our Shastras have been emphasizing, so that there is no unnecessary competition, unnecessary mixing up of the professions, because some profession there will be more people. If suppose anybody can take any profession, how there is a competition? People are competing for a status and money, not for duty. Do people compete for doing dharma? Nobody is found to be competing for dharma. See, do people compete for not taking bribes? If somebody offers the bribe, people will go forward, enthusiastically collect the bribes. But does anybody show, no, I won't take, I won't take, I won't take? Does people show interest that, no, I won't take, I stick to my dharma? So there seems to be no competition, no interest for following dharma, but for violating dharma and doing anything. That means you opt for a profession which gives you money and power, money and social status. That's all. Money and power, money and power. But money and power doesn't make you great. Does money make you great? It controls you. You can control it, because people have weakness for money. People have weakness for money, and the power also. You can threaten people, control people. With power you can control people. With money you can tempt people and get the things done. These are useful practically and can be abused also. They can be highly abused for your convenience. Therefore, since these two are powerful, people say that people are looking for a profession and a status, money and status for sake of money and status, not for dharma. When Manu and our Shastras talked of dharma, any profession you adopt, Varna is not for claiming. Varna is for dharma. Jati is for dharma. Vritti is for dharma. See, our Shastra says Varna is for dharma. Now, dharma is not talked about. Only talk of vritti or caste. Caste means, when I said this, Varna, Jati and Vritti. Varna, Jati and Vritti is for dharma. See, Varna, you look at the Shastra. Whenever Varna is mentioned, in the context of dharma alone they mentioned. So, you belong to this Varna, so this is your dharma. Instantly they talk of dharma. What you are supposed to do, your duty, your responsibility. A virtues to follow, duties to follow, responsibilities to follow. Okay? Duties and responsibilities are always go with Varna or Jati or Vritti. We never talked about Jati. Oh, this Jati will make up this money. This Jati will have this much of money. Money is not connected to Jati. Status is not connected to Jati. Jati, it is a dharma that is connected with Jati. Isn't it? It is a dharma. So dharma is the primary thing in our system, family, personal life, family life, social life, education system. Everywhere dharma is important. Stick to your duties. Stick to your responsibilities. Fulfill them, you will be respected in the society. Shastra says, you do your duty, you will become rich. You do your duty, you will become healthy. You do your duty, you will get punya. You do your duty, you will get your respect in the society. You do your duty, your family members love you and respect you. They say it is the dharma brings good health, dharma brings money, dharma brings status, dharma brings respect, dharma brings punya, dharma brings sadgati. Dharma is the reason for all. Isn't it? Dharma is the reason for all. So, to decide what, because duties are many. So, in a given context, in a given situation, you have to select a duty. So, what is the situation? What is the context? What is the factor, deciding factor? What is the situation in which you are supposed to follow this duty? So, that context is decided by your this Varna, Jati and Vritti. Varna, Jati, Vritti, these three put together is called one caste. Okay, Varna, Jati, Vritti, three I am using is one word. Otherwise, they want Indian word. Indian word, there is no single word. So, I have to use it, Varna, Jati, Vritti. So, Varna, Jati, Vritti shows a context and dharma. We talk of context for dharma. Okay. But this nobody seems to be there because we are living in different life. Our life is different, and these days we are moved away from that mental context, that dharma, that situation, that way of looking. Whole thing we have moved away from it. Since we have moved away from it, we are unable to understand. Because we have got thing is money and status. Whoever wants money, run for it, because I want money, I want status. Why can't I do? Everybody, in those days, they would ask question, what is my duty? What is my duty? What is my duty? Oh, this is your duty or supposed to. In those days, they would ask, see in the Manu Smriti also, in the beginning first shloka, you teach us the duties of all of us. We are of different varnas, different jatis and different professions. Teach us what is our duty and responsibility. Okay. In those days, they would ask, what is my dharma? Nowadays, they ask, don't teach us dharma first. Tell me, how can I make money? How can I have a which status? Status, money, they talk of it. So, when people are living in that conditions, they are unable to understand Manu Smriti or even ancient society, ancient culture, ancient life. They feel something is totally different because we are moved away from it. Okay. So, Brahmanas are demonized. Hinduism is demonized in general. Our social system, our varnas, our temples, our gods, our worships, everything of Hinduism is demonized. Nothing is left out. Isn't it? Even Hindus remaining silent also is demonized. It is a myth. Hindu tolerance is a myth. It is propagated now. If you protest, That means we have got only one dharma these days, only one duty, that is to get decimated and converted and destroyed and demonized. Only 3 duties they have given us. Only we should allow ourselves to be demonized, and we should get allowed to be converted. We should allow to be killed and destroyed and exploited. Only three dharmas, 3 goals they have given us. Therefore, Hindus are unable to understand. Okay. So, but though they have committed such a big crime for not isolated, not human out of mistake, it is a book based, their books teach, and they have been doing systematically all over the world, in all countries, throughout the history of their religion. They have been torturing, exploiting, killing, destroying cultures, civilizations, everything, demonizing, they have been doing. You see, a Christian missionaries, how much they talk ill of our gods. Do we talk ill of Jesus or even Bible? How much books are available, how much demonization of Hindu Shastras, Hindu books, Hindu Devatas, how many Hindu temples have been robbed, destroyed, desecrated. Has Hindu ever did any church or masjid desecrating, destroying or anything? But still we are villains, we are wicked, we are wicked people, criminals. For what? We want to live our life. That is the biggest crime. Okay. So when somebody asked me, what is the reason? Why are we so much demonized? Why are we demonized day in and day out? Our Shastras are condemned. Manu Smriti is condemned. When you read the book Manu Smriti, you find such a beautiful expressions of values, disciplines, dharma. So many things are talked about it. Okay. First thing is they demonize. Because second reason I tell you. Second reason is Hindu mind is polluted. Because our mind is polluted because we look at everything from Bible, Quran standpoint alone. Religion means we think Veda is like Bible. Veda is like Bible. Our Shastras are like Bible. Therefore, for them, whatever it is said, it must be followed. In Quran and Bible, it is a book-based religion. Whatever is Bible told, you can't change it. You can't give it up. You must follow whatever is written there. But our Shastras don't say that just because it is written, anybody can follow anywhere. You have to see the context and situation, what is the result of it. All those things we have to consider and then follow. Otherwise, we leave them. We leave them. We don't follow. Many things we leave them. Okay. So, Hindu mindset has been changed, tuned to Islamic and Christianity mindset. Therefore, we Hindus are also unable to understand. Even now it is there. It is there means for among you, I don't know how many people of you have that thinking and Indian thinking, I don't know. But I find many people have. Because our Hindus don't know at all. But I have been having right from childhood my Hindu outlook, so I never found any wrong with our Shastras. And even if something is stated there in the Shastra, we see in what context it was told. If somebody did it, okay. If somebody did it because that is a special case. We don't say if somebody did it, see, if Prophet Muhammad did it, everybody is supposed to do. But why we Hindus are doing like that? We are brainwashed so much, so foolishly. Foolishly, even now I am talking of many Hindus are fools only. We look at our Shastra, Manu Smriti said something. Shudras should not be touched. Some Chandala should not. Oh, untouchability, untouchability. Untouchability, so what? There are many things, even at our home, we don't touch them. But doesn't mean ill treatment or humiliation of anybody. But when they contributed, they destroyed us, nobody thinks of it. Because Hindus have become utter fools because we believe our enemies. That is the biggest thing. Our enemies' criticism, enemies' comment, enemies' writing of our history books. We read them more, we believe them, we listen to them. If they criticize, we immediately take seriously. Swamiji, they are criticizing. Is it right? Is it right? Is it right? See how they say. But do we see them? No, they said that just because they said, we get disturbed. That means we believe our enemies more. Enemies means those who are hostile to us. Those who are negatively talk about us, we believe their books, we believe films and etc. Because the whole atmosphere is anti-Hindu. Whole atmosphere is anti-Hindu. Films, media, education system, politicians talking, even the RSS Mohan Bhagat's talking, everything is negative about Hinduism. RSS Mohan Bhagat also talks nonsense only. So we are not supposed to criticize them because we just remain silent. So because of a continuous negative propaganda, our mindset is also changed like that, and we also start believing. Simple thing is, all that negativity doesn't exist in us. Now you have to learn. We have to learn our Shastra systematically for a length of time, because our brainwashing is too deep and all pervasive. Too much pervasive it is. Okay? It has to be changed. First thing is we refused. Thing is we don't know what our Shastra says and how our Shastras have to be understood. Go to the traditional man if you get a doubt, and he will explain. Caste means this is already negative. I say, what is wrong with caste? Everything has good and bad, and some places it is abused, and some things have been degenerated. But caste is only a dharma. It gives, and even now many people are following according to their caste only. Now those who they say, okay, no caste. Now there are many countries except Hinduism, India, all the world is casteless only. Do you mean they have no problems at all? If there is no caste, they are all happy and love each other and friendly and help each other. So there is no problem at all. There is no exploitation. There is no what you call using others, harming others at all. What do they think? If there is no caste at all, there is only heaven. They talk of it, as if caste is the cause of every problem on the earth, and no caste, there is all solutions for this. What kind of this kind of foolishness we are? We are fools. Hindus are fools because our education, we allow our elderly people, allowed this education system. Our gurus and our intellectuals and our people, in fact, they say everybody should be sent to the modern school. Learn the school, send them to school. Don't allow them to keep away. Don't allow them to be away from school. Everybody to go to school, go to school, go to school. Learn what? Learn everything negatively about yourself. Why don't we think of changing this thing? History books should not be changed. Congress party says no change of the history. All the history should be retained because that's only right. This is the problem. There is only continuously negative about us. But there are good and bad. There are mistakes. In fact, we Hindus are aware of many of our mistakes. We have been criticizing, we have been trying to change them, correct them. There have been mistakes. And the first thing is, even to correct also, you should understand what is right and what is wrong. Okay. According to dharma, make corrections. Don't correct them just because they find fault with you and therefore you change. Thing is, for Hindus, Hindu gurus are not gurus. For Hindus, Hindu gurus are not gurus, Hindu sannyasis are not gurus. Hindu Shastras are not gurus. Only if a Westerner interprets, that is a standard. This mindset is our own enemy. We are our own enemies. And they say, why Brahmanas are demonized, our Hindus are demonized? Because we allow them. We allow ourselves to be demonized. But why don't you learn Hinduism? Why are the Hindu sadhus, panditas, scholars are sitting idle? Nobody approaches them. Why don't you go and learn? Learn what is Hinduism. No. We will read English books. We will watch the TV. We will watch the YouTube. They will tell us what is Hinduism. We will learn Hinduism from Ambedkar. Okay. We will learn Hinduism from Mohan Bhagat. Okay. This is the foolishness. This is the foolishness we have. Do they know Hinduism better than Manu? Do they know Hinduism better than Vyasa, better than Valmiki? Better than Valmiki? So, our mindset is so much conditioned that the first thing is we have negative thinking. Just yesterday night or early morning alone, I don't remember, I think yesterday evening, in the evening, somebody wrote about caste. Okay, I shall just tell you in my Facebook. I replied there in Facebook in English. I'll just read and tell you. Somebody asked a question, some foreigner. Anybody asks a question, we take so seriously as if they are all gods and avatars or they are only rishis, we take them. This mindset we should change. They are not gods. In fact, they are demons. They are asuras. The fellows who don't understand Hinduism, they talk only negatively. They are none but asuras. However great they are, whether Ambedkar or anybody, they are all asuras. Who talk negatively about Hinduism, they are nothing but asuras. Okay? So now you see the question they put. Can a Hindu be without caste? See the question. Yeah, supposing see the question. Can a Hindu be without caste? I say, what is wrong with caste? Why first talk negatively about caste? Hindus have their own caste. You tell me, who is without a group? Is there any person on the earth who doesn't belong to any nation, any language, any group, any society, or some organization? Tell me, is there a person on the earth who doesn't belong to some group? Among the Christians, among the communists, don't they belong to some denomination? Are there nobody? Is there anybody who doesn't belong to some denomination? Then why demonize Hindus alone? When they have got many things, Hindus also have got their own denominations. Why this negative question? They question, they alone have got a right to question. Their right is only to demonize us. And we are just feeling guilty for no reason. See this fellow, this arrogance of the question, arrogant question. Now you see, can a Hindu be without caste? Yeah. But there are, Hindu can have a caste and without caste. First thing is define what is caste. You tell us what is caste. Yeah, he belongs to some caste, so what? But there are many Hindus who don't belong to any caste also. Or caste also is sitting lightly in some people. Caste is, some people claim we have no caste. Some people say they have a caste. Some people have a nominal caste. But caste also is a fluid thing. Caste means what exactly what? Caste means wearing something. Caste means eating something. Yeah, there are certain dharmas. But can you classify one particular dharma for one particular caste? There are many dharmas, they are fluctuating. Some dharmas are common to many castes. Some dharmas, some duties, some food habits, some culture, certain things are common to many castes. Some are special to caste. So what is wrong in caste? But just talking of a caste, the very name of the caste has become an abusive term. I don't know, I think I am talking in a wilderness. Does anybody understand me? Because we are so much conditioned that anything I talk only appears negative to them. Their talk alone appears good to you. I'm sorry to say, I don't know what to say. I've been very proud of our system, our Hindu system, Varna, everything I've been proud. I never felt any guilty. Because I've understood the thing properly. My school teachers, whatever taught, I felt it is a rubbish thing. I threw into dustbin and came away. Even while listening in the class, I understood they are talking rubbish. I think I have to write my biography to talk of all these details. How rubbish they talked. I never believed all that nonsense. Okay, next question. Then I answered, there are Hindus with caste and without caste in Hinduism. There are caste, without caste. So in some caste is there, but it sits lightly. They don't take it seriously. Three kinds of Hindus we have got. Some people take caste and follow the dharma. Some people have claim and they just ignore the caste. Some people take the caste little lightly. Three kinds of people we have within Hinduism. Why this demonizing? That means they have to hate and demonize. That is the only job they have to do. Hinduism means only demonize. Anything on the earth you talk negatively, that is in Hinduism. Anything you want to abuse, that is in Hinduism. You feel restless, you want to abuse, you abuse Hinduism. It has come to like that now. If there is anything negative, anything wicked, that is only Hinduism. Okay, next question. Can a Shudra be a priest of a temple? I am telling you, there is no word, abusive word, that cannot be used against this kind of question. Hindus are asking this question. Foreigners are also asking question. Idiot, I am sorry to say, I have to call you idiot only. Watch the Hindu society. You come with me, I'll show you if you want. Don't you see? If you have no eyes, you take me with you. You take me with you, I'll show you all the society. Even now I can show you how there are priests in each caste. In each caste have their own gurus, their own priests. Each caste have got number of gurus, number of things. They teach them their own dharma. Each caste has got it. They say, can Shudra become priest? What does it mean? What does it mean? I think we allowed ourselves to be highly negatively propagated. And we are living in their propaganda. Hindus are not living as Hindus. Hindus don't think as Hindus. We only think negatively about us on behalf of them, on behalf of our enemies. I don't know when will they change. Will we ever change? See this question. What kind of question this is? It's a barbaric question. Can a Shudra become a priest of a temple? There are already. They have been in time immemorial. They have been priests. Thing is, priest doesn't mean, this is one more problem. Priest doesn't mean a common priest. See, in Christianity, a priest is a one who is imposed from the church. And is a priest to all, you must accept that priest. Do you know that? I think everything I have to explain. For every small thing I have to explain 2 hours. Hindu general knowledge is so foolishness. I am sorry to say, I must abuse you, all of you. There is no way, because I cannot help. I am helpless. First, do you know what is in Christianity? What does the priest mean in Christianity? What does the priest mean in Hinduism? Christianity and Islam. In Islam, there are Maulvis and Mullahs. And if in the church there is a Mullah, you have to accept him, you can't reject him. But for us, we have got many priests, many gurus. If you don't like this priest, go to another priest. You choose your own priest. There is no officially imposed priest. If you like a Shudra priest, go. Some people go to their own caste priest because that priest understands your caste rituals, your caste things better, therefore they go. Different caste go to their own priest. Brahmanas go to Brahmana priest. There is no universal priest for all. And there is nobody imposed Brahmana priest or Shudra priest on society. There are people, and people approach them. It is like you go to any priest, you choose. You select your own priest, whomever you like. They sing songs. They do their own rituals. They have got their own ritual. Shudra, even Chandalas are priests. Do you know that? Even among the Chandala, different castes have got their own priests. They will sing and tell the stories. They will sing songs and they will do puja. And they will take whatever dakshina. They live only on dakshina. Do you know that? Even among the Harijans, Dalits, there are priest class. They live only on dakshina. I can show you. I have met them, I talked to them. Their generations, they are living only on dakshina. They have no property, they don't do any work. They are priest Harijans. And they say, can Shudra become priest? What does he mean? Who taught this nonsense to them? Because we are demonized and we have taken for granted. There are priests in every caste. And if you want, you go. We go to Bhairava, Grama Devatas, Bhairava god, there will be Chandala only. When we go to the Bhairava temple, it is only a Chandala, he will be the priest. Even a Brahmana goes, that Chandala alone will be priest there. It is there all over. What is this? They are doing all this nonsense. They have to it is their right to demonize us. And our duty is to listen to these foreigners and idiots. This is a foreigner fellow, and is putting this question to us. And whole Hindu society, they think that what he says is right. What am I to say? Where should I start? We are totally, our knowledge of Hinduism is less than zero. Less than zero. In fact, we have got minus 50, minus 70. Our knowledge of Hinduism is all our what our Hindus talk about, what our enemies talk about us. Learn Hinduism first from a person like me, who is a real Hindu, who knows the Hindu from its core. Okay, that is missing. So he says, can a Shudra become priest? Means what? Shudra should become, somebody asked, can a Shudra become priest of a Tirupati? I say, why should he become Tirupati? In Tirupati, even I can't become. Even if I am a sannyasi, I am not allowed. I am not allowed to become a priest in Tirupati. Because Tirupati has certain rules, only Vaishnavas. Not all Vaishnavas. Among the Vaishnavas, Sri Vaishnavas, there are Madhva Vaishnava, Ramanuja Vaishnava, Nimbarka Vaishnava, Vallabha Vaishnava, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There are 5 or 7 types of Vaishnavas. Do you know that? Okay. Out of them, even Ramanuja Sampradaya, there are 2 again. Pancharatra and Vaikhanasa. Only Vaikhanasa alone can become a priest. That is a rule. Vaikhanasa alone can become a priest. Okay? Certain areas it is like this. The person who is a Vishnu Bhakta who takes Vaikhanasa Diksha, he should get the Diksha even when he is in mother's womb. The Diksha starts from mother's womb. Person who gets the Diksha from his mother's womb and then on his birth, and as he grows and he is born in that Vaishnava Diksha and he grows in Diksha, such a person alone can do the puja. Even I can't do, I have not undergone that Diksha. Even I am not fit. I am not fit to do Tirupati Pujari. Tirupati Pujari nanu aguvudakke bidalla, nannannu aguvudakke bidalla. Shastra doesn't permit. I can't become a priest of even Ayyappa Diksha. You think that anybody become, can Shudra become? I say, can Brahmana cannot become. Why talk of Shudra? Even any Brahmana cannot become a priest of Tirupati temple or Ayyappa Swami temple. What is this talk of? Why impose Christianity that only church decides a priest and is imposed on entire society? We have no impositions of things. Each sampradaya, each temple has got its own rules, its own niyama. Which person can become a priest? There are rules. They follow it. There are many things. Even among the Shudras also, they have got their own rules. Who can become a priest of them? Even among the Shudras, there is one particular caste of their own Shudra, each caste. There are certain families, they alone can become. Even a normal Shudra also doesn't become their own Shudra priest. Even among the Chandalas, there are certain caste within the Chandala, they alone can be, I don't know what you call in Karnataka, in Andhra I have seen, Dekkali is one caste for Harijans. He is a priest there. He goes and teaches them. He sings for them. They won't work. They never do kuli, they never earn. They live on only Dakshina. They tell clearly, we live on Dakshina, we never work. Openly they say. We never work, we live on Dakshina. We live on Dakshina. We go from house to house. Stay there in their house. They respect us, treat us like gurus. Treat us like guru. They do Sashtanga Namaskara, give us Dakshina, food, clothes, and we live them. They are also priests. Even among the Harijans, there are priests is also again, among the Harijans there is a separate class. There is a separate caste. This history is not recorded. Because we have to be maligned, therefore they refuse to record this. They only say only one thing. First thing is, why should we think that in the one priest is for all castes? Why should you think? One Brahmana is for all castes. No, such thing is not there. Even Brahmana is not allowed to become a priest of Shudra. Do you know that? In certain circles, if a Brahmana becomes a priest for Shudra, he's boycotted. People won't eat his food. Because they have got their own priests. They have got their own priests. Let them please do. You are not supposed to do. Why are you? You are a Brahmana. Why are you going there? I myself met them. They are not allowed. They won't eat food of those Brahmanas. So even Brahmana is not allowed to be a priest of all castes. Therefore, we have got multiple priests, multiple areas. Thing is, there is no official priest of government does it, or some church imposes and everybody will, he is a priest of everybody. That is a church. That is a mullah system. We don't have it. We choose our own priest, whomever you like. Whomever you like, you choose. Your own shaka, your own Veda, your own book and your own Varna, your own Jati. There are number of priests according to your own priest, whomever you choose them, and if you feel that he is not right person, he doesn't follow certain achara, you go to another priest. You choose our priest. We choose our own priest. Then where is the question of Shudra becoming? They all say, can Shudra become priest of this thing? What kind of question this is? It's nothing but arrogance to put such a question. First, do you understand? Do you understand what is Hinduism? Without knowing Hinduism, that fellow puts a question. That means the very question is an imposition of Christianity on us. The very question is an imposition of Islam on us. The very question is demonization. The very question is demonization. I mean it. I repeat the word. The very question is demonizing us. First, do you understand what is our system? Without understanding, they put a question. This is a problem. Okay, next question. A Shudra was killed by Rama for reading Veda. See, a Shudra was trying to read Veda and then Rama went and killed. See, this is also a total lie. Any lies they can create and demonize. Okay, this is the problem. First thing is, there are many shastras, many things you have to learn. If you have a time, learn, go to the right traditional man. Don't go to this modern, even Ramakrishna Matta and all these people, they are all moderners, westernized paper fellows. They are all westernized Hindus, I am telling you openly. Ramakrishna Matta, Chinmayananda, they are all westernized people. You come to the traditional people and learn from them. They alone represent a true Hinduism. I am sorry to say, I have to say today, none of these English medium people are traditional Hindus. They are all westernized Hindus. They hate Hinduism. Partly, at least partly, they hate, they also demonize Hinduism. Vivekananda demonized a lot of Hinduism and given the weapons to anti-Hindus. Okay? He has given many weapons to them. We have got our own systems. And if you go to the traditional people, you understand it. And therefore, first thing is, don't believe whatever they criticize. If you have a curiosity, go and ask a traditional man to understand it. First thing is, whatever criticism you listen about Hinduism, don't believe first. First thing is, you have to say, don't believe it. Don't believe it first. Then second step, if you are curious, go to a guru and learn. That to a traditional guru, not modern westernized Hindus. English medium Hindus don't go. Though I am speaking in English, I am not English medium Swami, I tell you. I follow all our orthodox ways. I don't follow English medium ways at all. Though I speak English because I happen to learn some English. So, because in English there are many books, just for sake of books I learnt English, not that I am fond of English. There are many books in English, so just to read those books I learnt English, that's all. Because some pravachanas are there, some talks are there, some good books are there. Not all the books are acceptable, but there are some good books in English, so therefore I learnt English. Not that I am an English medium and then I love English as a language and I accept any westernized culture. I am totally sampradayika. Therefore, first thing you do is any criticism comes about Hinduism, don't believe it. Second step, if you want to verify, clarify from your guru, a traditional guru. Traditional gurus also may not know everything because it is a highly complex, vast Hindu system. Everybody may not know everything. Keep asking. One day you will learn. If you don't learn, keep it pending. But don't believe our enemies. Anybody who talks negatively about Hinduism, don't believe. Okay? Okay, with this little deviation, coming to the topic. So today's Manu Smriti shloka, I tell you. So first, what is that? No, let me wait. 6 to 16 dharmasya pramanani we are talking. 6 to 16, last 1 or 2 shlokas are left out. So, shrutim pashyanti munayaha smaranti cha yatha smritihi. What is the pramana? Shruti, smriti are the pramana. So, one extra shlokas. These extra shlokas are a kind of a commentary, kind of an explanation of Manu shlokas. These are extra shlokas. Extra shlokas are commentaries on Manu. Okay? These extra shlokas are commentaries on Manu Smriti, Manu shlokas. Therefore, we take them. These shlokas also we take them because they explain to us these points. Don't call them as a prakshipta interpolation and all that nonsense. Look at our traditional way. So, Shrutim Pashyanti Munayaha Smaranti cha Yatha Smritihi. Shruti is a darshanam and Smriti is remembrance. So, first rishis have a darshana of dharma. They have a darshana means they have a vision of dharma. And munis, when the gurus explain, they remember. They listen, they live and remember. Okay? When they listen to their gurus, what they learnt, they remember. What they remembered is smriti. What they saw is shruti. And what they remember when they heard from their guru is a smriti. Okay? Tasmat pramanam munayah pramanam pratitam bhavi. Therefore, rishis and munis are pramana. Rishis are Vaidika rishis, Vaidika mantras. Those who saw the Vaidika mantras are called rishis. Those who remembered the Guru's teaching are called munis. Smritikaras are munis. Dharmashastrakaras like Manu Yajnavalkya Manu is not a rishi. And these people, these days, I tell you, Facebook, anybody is talking any nonsense. Bhagavan Manu Rishi, people call. Rishi, Maharshi Manu. Manu is not a Rishi. Maharshi, Manu is not a Rishi. Okay? Manu is a Muni, is not a Rishi. Okay? Okay. Next shloka, another interesting extra shloka which I told you. Dharma vyatikramo drishta shreshthanam sahasam tatha tadanviksha prayunjanaha sidanti avaradharmajaha. Okay. Now we say our seniors, our rishis, our munis, our acharyas, our Rama, Krishna, Pandavas, what they follow is dharma for us. Here we have to learn. I am just for sake of our understanding, we are comparing. Whatever Jesus did, that becomes a standard dharma for all Christians. Whatever Prophet Muhammad did, that is to be standard for all dharma. For Hinduism, whatever our rishis did, all their behavior is not standard for us. This is most important, you have to remember. Whenever you learn Hinduism while contrasting. That is the only way of learning Hinduism. You can't learn, there is no other way. Because we have already imposed a lot of Christianity, Islam and Hinduism. We have interpreted from the angle of Islam and Christianity. We have done. Our mind is highly conditioned even now. Only the solution, correct solution is learn Hinduism while contrasting. Why contrast? Because there is only contrast. There is nothing else except contrast. So, our Shastras say avatars, rishis, munis, our kshatriyas, our kings, like Rama, Pandavas are kings, whatever they did, all that become automatically doesn't become pramana. Out of them, only certain things become pramana. Whatever they do, it doesn't become pramana. This is important thing, all our people to learn. I tell you, I repeat these things because our own scholars, those who do pravachanakaras, do big mistakes. The whole nationally famous or even Karnataka famous Dharmashastra also do mistakes. The good speakers also commit these mistakes. I think if I take my name, you will be very much hurt. Therefore, I don't take the name of your Karnataka speakers, important speakers. They just make mistakes because they don't know tradition. They have not studied traditionally. They are all westernized people. Our rishis, now you see how this is a shloka of Manu. Extra shloka in the Manu says, do you know that? Dharma vyatikramo drishtaha shreshtanam sahasam yata. Shreshtas means certain rishis, munis, kings and avatars. They do, some of them deviating from dharma. Deviating from dharma. Krishna went and killed his own maternal uncle, Kamsa. Krishna killed his own maternal uncle. Vibhishana disobeyed his own brother, Ravana. Ravana is Anna. You are supposed to believe him, accept him and worship him. No, he disobeyed his Anna. Okay. So, certain people do. All that doesn't become pramana for us. We have to see the context. In what context they have done? Parashurama also did certain extreme steps. They take certain extreme steps. All that doesn't become pramana for us. This is the contrast between Islam, Christianity and Hinduism. Okay? For them, whatever Jesus did is a pramana. Whatever Prophet Muhammad did, don't see good or bad. Whatever he did, that is pramana for them. That's all. For us, whatever they do is not pramana. Okay? Whatever they do is not pramana. What is decided from the Shastra with the help of the Shastra is a pramana. That means some extreme steps have been taken by rishis, munis, kings and our avatars also. They take certain extreme steps. Why do they take extreme steps? Here he says, dharma vyatikramaha, violating of the dharma. Taking an extreme step regarding dharma is found among the certain great respectable people. Should we follow all of them? Whatever they do, does it become standard for us? No. Everything is not standard. Okay? Some of them do because their situation demands, because they are in apad dharma, they have to do that. It is their apad dharma, it is their special case. We don't have to take them standard and follow it everywhere. Okay, one reason. Sometimes they do sahasam, like Vishwamitra got angry and did something. That, what is that? Trishanku. Trishanku came and he wanted to go to heaven with this human body, with this bhuloka body. And other rishis like Vasishta and others told, see, it is impossible. Going with a human body to heaven is very difficult. Rarely it happens with one extraordinary power. It's not possible with all human beings. He says, no, I want to go with this human body. When they stubbornly insisted, they just cursed him. Now Vishwamitra says, they refuse, I will send you. So Vishwamitra took an extreme step. Forcibly, I will send you. Out of anger. Vishwamitra did like that. Great rishis commit certain mistakes like that, extreme steps. All that doesn't become standard for us. This is the specialization of Hinduism. All our rishis, munis, all that they do is not standard. There are many good things, but a few exceptional cases, few events they do which are not standard. Because they take an extreme step, which is not warranted. So we just ignore them. So in that case, what will they do? They are great people, they have got great power, they have got so much of punya that they can, their papa will be cancelled because of their punya. Or they can earn more punya, they can call the gods and do punya to them. See, they can call the gods and then acquire new punya. They are so powerful that they can call the gods and acquire punya. So such people were so much capable, so we leave them, don't follow them, blindly don't imitate them. This is important about our Shastra. Okay, sahasam tata, ekandre tadan veksha prayunjana. By seeing them, see, they have done, therefore I will also do. Like Muslims say, whatever Prophet did, we will do that. Whatever Jesus did, they do it. For them it is a standard, but there are many things which are unacceptable in Prophet's behavior, or even Jesus' behavior, or in certain other prophets' behavior. There are certain things which are not acceptable even in those days, but at least in these days you can see some of the behavior cannot become standard for others. Probably you must have done in those days, it is okay. But in these days, there are many things are not standard. But they follow, even now they insist on following it. Our Shastras don't say that. Our Shastras openly advise you not to follow them. Not to follow them, see. Tadanviksha prayunjana. By imitating them, by following them, if you do those extreme steps of those rishis and munis, you will fall. You will incur papa. Don't follow them. In those extreme steps, don't follow them. And don't condemn them, don't hate them, because they were capable. They had so much of punya, they have taken that extra freedom. But don't condemn them, at the same time don't imitate them. See, this is speciality about Hinduism. Okay? Time is up, 55 minutes. Okay, we'll do. I'm looking for a time, I don't know when to start. Every day we will take one class, at least half an hour shall I do? Can I do any odd time in the evenings? If you are ready for evenings, I can do in the evening one Manu Smriti. Because that is the time I have a little time in the evening, 7:30 like that, or 7:30 to 8. 7 to 7:30, I think probably that is my time. 7 to 7:30 is a convenient time, so that every day we can cover Manu Smriti. Otherwise, this is a weekly one is not at all enough. Anyway, depending upon people's opinion, I will start 7 to 7:30. Then we'll have every day, so that the topic will move. Okay, tadanviksha prayunjana sidanti avara dharmaja. Other people, ordinary people, whose power is less, whose spiritual strength is less, religious merit punya is less, they can't blindly imitate other people, because other people might have taken certain extreme step. While taking an extreme step, they will spend away their punya, because their punya stock is so much. Their punya stock of such rishis is so much, such munis, such kings is so much. Like Dharmaraja's punya is so much that he could tell some lie when Ashwathama hataha. There he told a lie, and still Dharmaraja remained Dharmaraja, because he is such a great man, so much of punya, little bit of punya he spent away by telling a lie. And why he told lie? Because there was a special case, a special, rare, unusual situation. So there was no other way. So he had to tell a lie. But in that way, he spent away a lot of his punya. But his punya stock is so much that he can spend. But we people have a very little punya. So we can't take an extreme step. Therefore, it is not a standard for us to follow. If we start following it, we will lose a lot of our punya. We will become much more degenerated. Therefore, don't follow the extreme steps of our high great people, rishis, munis and avatars. Okay? Krishna also did certain extreme things. We can't follow that because we are not so capable. See, this is the difference. This is the speciality of Hinduism. We are not follow directly like their other religions. Whatever their prophets say, they all follow. Even if it is wrong, they follow. We can't follow like that. This is what our Shastras say. All this they set aside and keep on abusing Manu and our Shastras. See how beautifully this Manu stated. Therefore, those who have undergone the samskaras even right from the time when you are in mother's womb. A person who has undergone the samskaras right from the time when he is in mother's womb, such person is fit for following dharma, Manu says. Okay? Mantraryasyo vidhi tasya shastre adhikaro asmin gneyo nanyasya. Other people, if they do not have the childhood samskara, they are unable to follow dharma. But if they can follow, they also are welcome. Those who have not undergone these samskaras right from the time of living in mother's womb, okay, even before he is born, he should undergo the samskaras. Those who have not undergone, but later they have realized that we should follow dharma, then also you can learn dharma and follow. Okay? The 16th shloka is over. Now the 17 to 24, dharma desha. The desha for practicing dharma. Okay? Regarding this dharma, also desha dharma. Means dharma in a particular desha. Desha is also necessary. Desha means an area we live, where to practice dharma. Okay? Regarding this also we will discuss later. Time is up. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. 17 to 24. Yagniya Desha it is called. We will discuss later. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Bhyo Namaha Hari Om Tat Sat.